Hi, I'm Nancy J. with the Celebrity Spotlight on one of the greatest athletes of all time, Secretariat. Based on the remarkable true story of the 1973 Triple Crown winner, I caught up with the human star of the film, Diane Lane, and director Randall Wallace, who personally gave soldiers and their families a sneak peek of the movie at Fort Hood.
In frenzied excitement, he eats up the ground. He paws fiercely, rejoicing in his strength, and charges into the fray, afraid of nothing. When the trumpet sounds,
our father's farm's been losing money for years. To run a horse breeding operation, you need a certain touch. You're a housewife.
I feel like I could make something work.
Miss, this is a gentleman's club, miss.
I need a good trainer just to get things stabilized.
You need a Lucian Lauren. Dresses like Superfly. He's trying to retire.
I just talked to the director. They brought this movie to a lot of bases. This is a huge hit all over the world already.
Well, I'm very delighted. That's, gotta pinch myself. I just wanted to stand next to his fire, like that Jimi Hendrix song. You know, I knew the name Secretariat from when I was a little girl, and I've always had a thing for horses, so the thought that I could be in this film and bring Penny Chenery to the screen, this amazing woman who pioneered breaking the glass ceiling of her gender in the field, and also just a regal lady who I really identified with. I mean, here she is, a mom, making these tremendous sacrifices for her family. People wanted to accuse her of being vainglorious, but you know, my daddy always said, if you want to know what people are up to, look at the end result. And it may be a little water under the bridge at that point, but at least it's undeniable.
I'm tired of babysitting half-ton animals who are stubborn as their owners are. Any other questions?
How much did you spend on that hat?
How would you like to see a horse being born?
Have you ever seen that?
What?
Colt stand up that fast.
Well, Mr. Lauren, what do you think?
I think he eats too much. He lays against the back of that starting gate like he's in the Caribbean.
Secretariat is not afraid, and neither am I.
With Secretariat, too, you did have the horses that you had to deal with, and John Malkovich. Now, who was more difficult, John or the horses?
Well, they're both scene stealers, so, you know, whatever works. I'm such a John Malkovich fan. I didn't have any idea. I mean, my husband had worked with him before, but I didn't have any idea what a sweetheart he is. It's so funny because he comes off like maybe
a little intimidating.
Intimidating is the great word. But he's so warm and involved and invested, and when I read the script, I didn't see any humor on the page. I don't know where he mined all this from. He sees something that other people don't see, and he comes in like an opera star who knows everything on day one, and he just is so generous.
Now, you personally brought Secretariat to Fort Hood. I know we hit a lot of bases on this. So what kind of reception did the movie get?
Oh, it was just fabulous there. They were cheering, they were crying, they were excited. And I got to stay afterwards, and this is a beautiful way it happened. I said to the president of Disney, Sean Bailey, who's a friend of mine and new in the job, Sean, this is gonna sound crazy, I want to take this movie to the military bases around the country. And he went, would you let me go with you? My brother is in the Army, and I want to go too. And we went, and the way they accepted us as family, because of course we are family to them, and women bringing up children, 4 children, saying, you know, my husband's a medic in Afghanistan, and you know, these are my children, and we got to see the movies because you did this. That was beautiful.
Horse racing is unforgiving for housewives.
It's like every other multi-million-dollar gamble we housewives make every day. All right, then. Let's show them what you're made of.
We're out of time. We need $6 million.
We just lost a race that we could not afford to lose.
You're guaranteeing that this horse is going to win the Triple Crown. 3 races, 3 states, in just 5 weeks. Hasn't been done in 25 years.
You're that stubborn.
I'm that right.
And what I liked about your portrayal and I'm sure this is true of Penny, is that she wasn't out to be this blazing feminist, and I mean, this was just what she had to do. She was seemed like she was happy with her family and her marriage and her children, and that was fine, but this was really the other side of her family, this other half of her.
Well, it was her father's business, and she inherited the mantle. I mean, that happens sometimes, you know. It's not always the son, it's the daughter sometimes. I often say my father raised a son, and that's me, because that's how it is sometimes with daddies and daughters, you know. You want the best for them, and you instill that courage and strength in them, and to go forth and do what you need to do. And so she was willing to be misunderstood and in the moment for the greater cause of saving the family business and the farm and the good name of her dad. And plus she had a hunch, and she was right, and she had the savvy, and she had the experience.
One of the great sports writers who watched Secretariat's run said, it was as if God leaned down and whispered in his ear, go, and he went.
Now that you've gotten their attention, every owner, every trainer, every jockey out there is going to be trying to bring us down.
This is about life being ahead of you, and you run at it.
You're about to see something that you ain't never seen before.
Look for Secretariat at your local Real Time Theater.